guess I should ask you to stand one more time. We have a moment of silent prayer for our custodian's daughter, Debbie Bartlett. Amen. Can we have roll call?
Counselor Warner?
Here.
Counselor Hartred?
Here.
Counselor Jason?
Here.
Supervisor Luskey?
Here. General announcements. Primary day is next Tuesday, September 14th. Voting is from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. And there's free public dancing by the Little Ladies and the Country Gents will resume at the Town Hall in October. And a reminder that the Silk Road is closed from State Route 3 to the Monkey Road and only open to local traffic. So we'll go into committee reports. The assessor.
I placed a pie chart out here that might be interested. The new computer has been delivered. We're placing the valuing program on it today, in fact, so that there will be a valuing program residing in the town on a regular basis. It won't be in any off-site situation, which formerly it was. Most valuing programs were done in the central office in Syracuse, and the PC related one now allows us to occur at the town level. I'm looking at going to a one-day seminar held by the Institute of Assessing Officers, a national organization. For the forum is on assisted living properties, and since we have one coming into town, I felt that I should attend that. These are going to be in November, and also contaminated properties, and these will be in Albany and Buffalo, or Albany and Batavia, respectively. Let's see. I hope to be in the field by the end of September, 1st of October, valuing if we're kind of run a little bit behind in some of the glitches, but we've got the new computer in place, and we should be able to come somewhere near a target there. And we are trying to pass the veterans eligible funds, or equitable kind of thing, where the eligible funds, individuals who have them in the town of Volney will not be hurt when we go to full value.
Building inspector.
We did permits for 2 single-family homes, 1 manufactured home, 2 swimming pools, 5 garages, 2 decks, 2 commercial permits, and 1 pellet stove for a total of 15 permits. Total fees collected were $1,267. For inspections, we did 18 new construction, 16 zoning, 2 building code for a total of 36 inspections. Also issued 2 zoning violation notices, 1 building code violation notice for a total of 3 violations.
Okay. Dog control.
I don't think Linda Church.
Highway.
Expenses for August 1999. Supplies and maintenance, $24,670.23. Payroll, $18,614.50. For a total of $43,284.73. The payroll hours are as follows: 343 hours machinery repair, 34 hours signage and guide rail work, 20 hours mowing, 238.5 hours paving, 679 hours on drainage work, 116 hours hauling, 110 hours on tree work, for a total of 1,540.5 hours. For the month of August, we used 213.6 gallons of gas and 2,300 7.1 gallons of diesel fuel.
Historian?
Since I have reported to you, I've received 2 packets of information on the Snyder-Simons families. Information is from the early 1800s up to the present. I've also received a packet from Claudine Taft Kitts, and enclosed was a school register from the Hawk School dated 1855. She also sent the original handwritten text by Ovid Taft of a speech given by him to the Mount Pleasant Grange. It is a historical sketch of the early settlement of the present town of Volney as known at the time when he gave the report. He was a school teacher, a poet, and recorded many events in his own handwriting. I have also received information from Leroy Rice of Syracuse pertaining to a Mr. Henry Candy. He is one of our Civil War veterans listed in our hallway. Mr. Rice allowed me to copy many papers, one of which was Henry Candy's discharge from the Army after the Civil War. These are the things that mean so much and allow me to help people in their search of family histories. Respectfully given, Fern Parsons. Then I realized after I had that written that I had a letter from a K. Parkhurst schooler that had contacted me and needed information, and I'll just read a couple of paragraphs from that. How delighted I was to get your letter and its cemetery information. It was all I had hoped for. When you said you would be gone for 2 weeks, my mind went on auto, and I put your letter aside for later. Well, I guess you could say this is later, much later, as the letter was dated January 29th. She wrote this in August. The information, of the other family members buried there in North Volney Cemetery helped fill in the family that was found in the census. I had not known that Tyler Wilbur had served in the Civil War either. And there's others, but she was thankful, and she sent a check, which I have given to Barb, for $5 for the copies that I sent to her.
Planning? Recreation?
Our past events were August 16th. We went to Fort Ricky Game Farm in Rome. The kids got a free cup of feed to give to the deers. They had a great time. They loved the water fun park. Up and coming events, I'm working on a Granby pool party, Godfrey's Last Stand, and the Christmas party again this year. The announcements, I'd like to welcome all the kids back to school. I'm working on the events for the fall and the winter. I'll get them to the school as soon as I get them finished. I'm not going to be making a lot of plans for September, as I find September to be a very busy month for both kids and parents adjusting back into a school schedule.
Zoning? Do we have any petitions tonight? Okay, we'll go into our resolutions.
Resolution 99-109, approval of regular meeting minutes of August 12th, 1999, and special meeting minutes of September 1st, 1999. Move to approve the regular meeting minutes of August 12th, 1999, and special meeting minutes of September 1st, 1999, having been distributed without reading. I'll move it.
Mr. Warner?
Aye.
Mr. Hartranft?
Aye.
Mr. Jakeman?
Aye.
Supervisor Longley?
Aye.
Resolution 99-110, transfer of funds. Move to authorize the supervisor to instruct the bookkeeper to transfer the following funds. From A 1990.4 contingency $250 to A 1660.4 central storeroom. I'll move it.
I'll
For
second.
$250.
I'll second it.
Mr. Warner?
Aye.
Mr. Hartranft?
Aye.
Mr. Jakeman?
Aye.
Supervisor Longley?
Aye.
Motion carried.
I have the next one, but I have to apologize because I went to the dentist at 4:30 and half my face is still numb. So if I'm slurring my words, you'll know why. Huh? No, I'll do it. Resolution 99-111, payment of vouchers. Move to authorize the supervisor to instruct the bookkeeper to pay the following vouchers from the appropriate funds. Vouchers 193 through 208 Highway Fund in the amount of $24,670.23. Vouchers 276 through 308 General Fund in the amount of $16,041.58 from abstracts number 9.
I'll second.
Mr. Warner?
Aye.
Mr. Hart?
Aye.
Mr. Jason?
Aye.
Supervisor Myers?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, we're going to public comment.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
My name is Laura Mortimer, and I'm a resident at 3 Hilltop Lane. A trailer just recently was moved in next door by Melissa Belson, and with her accompanied 3 pit bulls. I went around and had a letter signed by all the residents, and I wrote a thing here, and then it says, "We, the residents at Hilltop Lane, Town of Volney, are signing this paper against the residents' pit bulls. There's been an attack on my dog, doing severe damage to its face, and the people on the street are afraid to walk to their mailboxes and even get in their cars because these dogs are often loose. The owner told me after my dog was attacked that I knew that her dog was mean and it would attack people and dogs and keep them away from her dogs. But my dog was tied up in my yard, and that dog came out of its yard and came into my yard and tore my dog apart. There's several dogs there. Whether they're tied up or they're not tied up, if they're out, they're in danger. And the children are in danger. The residents would like you to help us to do something. We've called the dog catcher, and we've called the state police. We've called the SPCA. We've called everybody. And no matter what we do, they tell us because they have not attacked our children that there's nothing to be done. As far as I'm concerned, my dog is one of my children. You know, it's loved as much as the rest of anybody in my family. And if you can do something to help me and the rest of the residents on our street, it would be greatly appreciated.
You said you had some signatures on that letter?
Yes.
Can we have that? Yeah, please.
I have some pictures of my dog too.
I saw them, but maybe the rest of them didn't.
And that's my house on the other side where my dog was when she was attacked. We used to have a fence around our house, but we took it down because we didn't need it. And now we have the pit bulls, and I want to put it back up.
Okay, I'm under the understanding that the dog warden is aware of this because I know I've talked with the outside there. And he will be contacted and something will be done. I mean, I'm not sure just what I can tell you will be done, but something will be done.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, we'll go into future meetings then, I guess. October 6th is the next planning board meeting. Yes.
I thought you, I lost track here. I thought we were doing petitions. I got something to say.
Okay.
In public comment.
Yep.
That last month, for the minutes, my wife asked about the full value reassessment. You did the thing on last August, it was. That's only counting about doing a reval. That has nothing to do with going to a fractional or they're charging a full rate. I had a discussion with Mr. Mormon up to the state, General Sal's boss, I think he said he was. Told him our concerns here, and a meeting that we had with the majority of residents, they want to stay at fractional with our assessor. It's his goal to go to use a 100% figure, and it's only his goal. But he said that if the assessor is put in by the public and the public's dissatisfied, they can vote him out. But if it's sole appointed assessor like we have now, he has to answer the town board, and what his prerogative is. It's just his view, but he still has to maintain what the town board states. Fractional and full value means quite a bit. It's the same value of taxes, but it opens up people's eyes. Like the other day in the paper, it was talking about the tax increases for the school districts down in Manila, like that. They use a full value figure. Their taxes are going up 13 cents a thousand. But a lot of people don't think that's too much. They just don't do the long math. But in the town of Volney, the people that own land in the Reynolds district, their school taxes are going up $2.36 a thousand because we're using fractional. And that kind of opened up their eyes. They begin to ask questions. True, it's nice when you're in them kind of positions to keep that tax, that rate down as low as possible so people don't ask you questions. Mr. Mormon said that on the new forms that we're getting, everything that a resident should know, his full value will be there. If we're using fractional value, it will tell you your value of your fractional, what percentage you're using. It's even going to tell you this year how much you saved on taxes through a STAR program. So that's, my wife and I meet at none of the meetings with the people here, and I think we weren't questioning doing a full reval. We were questioning the method of using the fractional compared to using the 100% thing. Like Mr. Mormon said, it makes the assessor's job a whole heck of a lot easier. You don't have to answer people and stuff like that. But that's one thing that's good about staying at using a fractional figure. And then in this chart here, it's very interesting on these charts here, because when you break it down, the town board is really responsible for all 12.5%, no matter if it's a highway result, the fire. I had to review the thing from last month's meeting to see what Greg said about the town general fund didn't go up last year very much. That's true, but the way that we got around that was for this closure that we're doing at the Silk Road landfill that us residents have to pay. Our town taxes really went up $7.90 a thousand because of that. And actually, like when we did when we fought Millers, we were honest with the people who were up front and told them your taxes are going to go up $3 to $4 a year so we can pay the lawyer and fight any payback that we have to with Millers. And that stayed right in the general fund. But by putting this thing through the county said, well, we'll put it on a separate line item. Then you can tell the people, well, it's not really an increase to the general fund. Sure, but still, it's all part of that 12.50%. And my taxes did go up $7.90 this year, 99 real property taxes. Yeah. It's very easy to fool the people on it. And it just bothers me in a way that how this society is going and trying to get around people. That's why people don't run for office this year. I don't think anybody's run for office opposed or anything. They're just already endorsed, and they're already, you might just want to say they're elected. The majority party, I believe, do we pay our planning board members? Do they get a salary a year, or it's voluntarily?
The planning board?
Yeah.
Yes, they have a salary. You know that.
Yeah, well, I just want to, maybe it got changed since I got out. Aren't we supposed to be at the meetings when we have the meetings, maybe special meetings? I know that when we were reviewing the Riverview, or whatever it is, the shopping center, we had many special meetings, and we made them off. This time we had a special meeting August 17th, I think it was, and there's no minutes out here from the planning board minutes, but we had one member missing. He was out putting up campaign signs. Are we paying people to go out and put up campaign signs when they should be, if they're getting paid, why are they out there putting up campaign signs instead of being at a special meeting to vote on a project that's happening in our town?
I mean, I had no idea that happened, and
I just I'm just wondering, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, we'll go back to future meetings. October 6th is the next planning board meeting at 7 p.m. October 12th is our next bill signing agenda in preparation. October 13th is the next zoning board. And October 14th is a town board meeting. Are we missing? Didn't we have a meeting that we're still advertising that?
We're having a public hearing.
Public hearing. What date was that? I don't.
Same night as the town board.
Oh, we did get it in. I was thinking we had to do it on a different night, because we wouldn't have had the
Well, I
time.
think originally we did talk about doing it then, and David said that he's really in a hurry to get it.
Okay,
And this is the public hearing for the veterans.
exemptions.
Pass the eligible funds to the proportional.
When does the one have to be done for the seniors?
Seniors, anytime before March 1, and I wanted to try to work it in sometime before the first of the year, but I had not had the schedule got from the county yet. I just really, all we're going to do is mimic the county, and I would forward that to Ron Carr, and we could have it in any one of those meetings before the first of the year.
So it can be done in November.
Right, absolutely. It's handier to get it out of the way so that it's not something that gets, gets jammed up.
So we'll just have the public hearings before the town board meeting.
Well, last time we were having a special day on it.
We were going to, but they said it wasn't necessary. So you won't have to miss it.
Okay. I just didn't want to miss it. Yes.
Were you just talking about the special meeting on the 21st of this month? You've got a public hearing September 21st.
That's the one I was referring to, but I guess we're changed.
Oh, it's been changed.
It'll be the 14th of October.